Sat here in the lovely spring afternoon sun in our garden in the countryside. It is peaceful and relaxing. We are sipping on a delicious cool tea drink. No talking, just being. It is Sunday. Tomorrow we have 2 new students coming and 1 new teacher to introduce to the gang. When I'm there, it is also like in paradise. I laugh a lot and feel so blessed and amazed by the young people's wisdom. One of my favorite classes is when we sit in the school garden and we philosophize. One of the students prepares each time a 5-minute presentation on a topic, presenting his or her position, and then the rest of us try to think of other insights that may give a broader view of the elephant. I love watching them be so liberated in the speech and how they take initiative to fix things when they are broken, to help the ones that seem weaker or less confident. The bonds they develop are amazing. We throw great parties too, when we invite friends and family and we celebrate each new moon and of course all the birthdays, even the animals. We have a celebration coordinator and a rotating team to support him or her. The students learn about the myths of the world and what is the symbolism. From this they learn how to make up their own myth, their own story. We're often in tears, as they are great storytellers. We also have martial arts classes where they learn how to synchronize body and mind and move energies around as a ball for fun or for protection. Our arts director is so imaginative. I enjoy dropping into his classes and watch him create magic and teach the young to make their own, almost like an alchemist, although we have one of those too. Yes, we have a special teacher on the alteration and transmutation of all material substances. I call him Newton. Our arts director is also in charge of all other arts teachers in our school. We have lots and often have visits of other teachers from all over the world. Music is played all day on our grounds, mostly live. I absolutely adore the sound of the harp. We also have a mindfulness teacher. She is so peaceful and serene. When she talks, you're definitely in the here and now. How to lucid dream and many other spiritual tricks. She very closely works with our teacher guide of nature. His name is Druid. He is so old, but timeless at the same time. We all have so much respect for him. He helps us connect with nature, where we often go on trips, sometimes stay there for 15 days at least, once in spring and at least once in autumn. The younger ones practice overnight stays. Our botanical gardens are like the hanging gardens of Babylon and the Giardini di Bomboli in Florence. They stop my breath each morning I walk in them. I feel the plants and flowers welcome me and stretch themselves towards me, almost talking out loud and saying, "Good morning." And then there is our astronomy classes. There, students not only learn about the latest findings, but are also often challenged with the support of their astrophysics teachers and their neuroscience and human biology and medical science teachers, so that they are making their own discoveries. Twice, we have sent students to present in international conferences. And many of our students are also TED talkers. I'm so proud of them. Alternative therapy is practiced daily with our medical science teachers and our healers and our preventative science teachers who also teach nutrition, sleep improvement, and many other harmonization practices of body, mind, and soul. My most favorite time of all is when all teachers meet up on a Friday lunchtime to catch up on each other's week and to plan how best we can all work harmoniously towards our common goal, to create and nurture the leaders of Sacred Earth and neighboring planets. Food and fresh juices are served by our in-house cooks, and when the weather is nice, we sit outside on the grass. When it's not, we all cuddle up by the fire in a huge tippy tent. It takes all the afternoon, but we always end our fun meeting with music and reckless dancing. Then all can join in, the students too. What I adore about these Friday gatherings is that we are all so creative, since no opinion is fired down. It is usually picked up by someone else and built upon. We are such a harmonious group. When I invited the first few to join us, more like-minded teachers appeared, and the one brought the other. There was a flow, and there still is. Some students take it in turns to be present in these Friday meetings, and they're allowed to take part. And they know when it is wise to do so, as they are themselves excellent thinkers and communicators. Oops, I forgot our linguist teachers who not only teach students languages of the world, but also the language of certain animals and plants. They also do elocution lessons. They work very closely with Druid and, of course, our in-house philosophy teacher. All the buildings that you see around you and the caring of the playgrounds and adventure parks for the younger leaders are, of course, the work of our students. They learn how to construct out of used materials anything one can imagine, and that is so much fun to watch. It sometimes reminds me of Jenga. Not so far away from our school, there is another school, like an incubation school of young leaders. This is for the very young. They start from 2.5 years old. I sometimes slip away from our place and have a peek at what they're up to. If I'm permitted, I take video footage. This is only for the child itself to see how he or she has developed in later years. Chances are that I'm always caught out by some of our students who often like to do the same, since I return covered either in paint or in mud. The little ones are so fascinating. Once a month, the two schools join together for a day or 2 or 3, and we have sleepovers and go about in our pajamas. We do pillow slides, and if it's summer, water slides, and sleep in huts in the trees. Each student chooses to be carer for one little one, and this generally remains for life. The choice is quite magical, something like a soul matching. It is done once a year during an initiation ceremony in a circle. It is very emotional and powerful stuff. Emotions and needs are always encouraged to be freely expressed. We also have a balloon wish day where we all write what we wish for every season and let the paper fly away attached to a helium balloon. All our wishes come true. So we are very careful of what we wish for. We also do exchanges with other similar schools across the world. Again, partings and comings are always very emotional. This is how we teach the cycle of life and death. Life and death is very much with us, since all plants and animals are taken care of in-house by our students and the little ones. Harmonizing female and masculine energy is also very important to us here in the school. This is promoted in every discipline, as also is the harmonization and interrelation of every discipline with the others. All are equally important and necessary, so new ideas and disciplines are always encouraged. I feel so energized and happy that I made the transition when I did. I feel so energized and happy that I made the transition when I did. I was ready and all fell wonderfully into place. I feel complete, happy, blessed, and so grateful that in this lifetime, and not so late, I am here in the now, in the School of Young Leaders. So this was a direct download on the 1st of May of 2018. Thank you for listening.